Well, hello. Hi, guys. Oh, no. Happy evening to you all. We're super excited to pop in for a little bonus. Da, da, da.
What up, y'all? What up? Welcome to So You Don't Put Syrup on Your Grilled Cheese. We're two real life cousins, and we come on here and talk about things. Oh, I don't want to give y'all my feet.
Not for free. Not
right?
for free.
But we talk about things that are happening, things that are going on, things that relate to our personal lives, and some of the things we've experienced the mic go off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, can y'all even still hear it?
That's how I found out.
That's also the thing we aunties, Jesus. Did it go off again for real?
It's back on now.
It's on. Oh God.
We're gonna need a different
system. All right, so we'll figure this out, guys. Hold on. What we have plugged in? We might have to just plug in the other mic. Yeah. I don't know. I think that might be what it's gonna have to be. I think that's so. Hold on. Pause for us. Who we need to shout out and told us.
So thank you, Miss Bianca Goolsby. Appreciate you. Definitely hooked us up on that one. Yes, I see you here. But I think the mic. Dun, 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 dun. This is where I tap dance for you.
Show the people your outfit. How about you do that?
I don't know. Can I do that from here? But y'all see me? Y'all see me? It's just a cute little.
Okay, guys, we're coming. We are so aunties. Oh my God. This is so funny to me. All right, hold on, y'all. We coming. It's saying it's on the internal speakers.
Go up top. A little sound.
I feel like tech support right now.
I don't. It's
not reading. Why isn't it reading? Plug it in the back. Jesus. Hallelujah. Yo. Oh my God. Okay. These are the bloopers. And this is a freaking MacBook, and I don't know how to get back to the thing. Oh, here. The red. Sheesh. All right. This is going to be so funny. I promise, I swear, we thought we had everything figured out. It's still on the internal mic. This is odd. Jeez. I promise y'all, we coming. This is so funny. Y'all get to have a tour of the behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
And before we came on, I swear to God, we had all of this figured out.
We mapped it out.
And then, matter of fact, where's that mic? Because it can be getting plugged in right about now. I do not know why it's not reading this. It's plugged in. I really don't know. We're gonna have to do this on the internal mic.
We're gonna sit on the laptop.
We're gonna sit right here on this table and tell y'all, because we got to talk about this stuff. That is so weird. I really don't know why the mic isn't working. It's weird. But look, y'all, let me show y'all right quick. We had all this stuff set up. Look, we got lights. We got all kind of stuff set up over here.
We're ready for y'all.
Because we're trying to be professional.
You know?
And then there's Colanda's butt. And then it's not working. So.
I don't know what the charger is.
Oh, it's probably in the room or something. Oh, you can use that red charger that's right there with the computer screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we are going to use the internal mic because I don't know why the mic is not working. But I appreciate y'all for sitting here watching us be aunties. Oh, Bianca said she liked your fit.
Thank you, boo.
She said she needs the details. Model it again for the people so they could see you. Isn't that cute?
Super comfy. And it has pockets.
Of course it does. Kalanda is a fashionista. I don't know if y'all know that, but also my knees.
Let me come get you, girl. Hold on.
I'm stuck and I can't get up.
You gotta push with the legs.
Wait. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Auntie down.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we gotta figure this out because that mic is not working. The internal mic is working. Okay. We're gonna get this out. So push that here. A little bit forward. My God, today.
All right, y'all. We appreciate the grace.
That was funny. Oh shit. Okay. This is a comedy show.
Welcome.
This is a comedy show. This is a reality show. Oh my God. Okay. Where do we start? Okay, so where were you this morning? So this morning I was watching Here's the Thing.
Okay.
Right. And I feel like my boob was hanging out. So I was trying to, but it wasn't. It was like this. I was like, damn,
on the Patreon.
I'm being mad and inappropriate.
It's on the Patreon. $5 a month. Might get a foot.
Okay. I was getting ready to watch Here's the Thing.
Okay.
This morning.
Yes.
And then the stage crew, somebody had put into the Patreon that Diddy got arrested.
Oh, okay.
So then, of course, we're like, links. Like, where are the things, right? So I go over to Mel's page. So I'm not a lawyer, but is Mel Goolsby's page. So I go over there to Mel's page. And she was live streaming the press conference. Right. And then she read through the indictment. Okay. So we had done a previous episode.
Yes.
When that was that Cassie?
Cassie.
Mm-hmm. It's called Surviving Diddy. It was a bonus episode that we had did. And I did not go back and watch it, but I know what we said. Right. I know we were like, fuck him, basically. But I want to go back and watch it and see what we actually said. Because at the time, Cassie was getting a lot of flack for the suit because it was a civil suit. And one of the things, I don't know if y'all watch I'm Not a Lawyer, but tell us in the comments. If you watch I'm Not a Lawyer, but her name is Melanie Goolsby, and she's a part of the Kept on Stage universe. But what she does and what her service is she breaks down court cases that are happening and explains the legal jargon in ways that we can understand. So Mel was streaming it and breaking it down and reading it. And Mel, of course, had shared when everything happened with Cassie, and everything that Cassie has said is what is happening and happened and has continued to happen, because even after the lawsuits, he was still threatening people.
Correct.
Trying to get them to shut up.
Yep.
The DA said today, a year ago, 1 year ago, they gave this man a key to the city.
Yep. And now he's under federal indictment, being detained. And there's still more cases.
Assets frozen.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy, he said, and I don't remember the man's name. Y'all could tell us. Huh?
The AUSA?
The AUSA. The attorney.
Assistant U.S. Attorney.
Assistant U.S. Attorney General.
Look up.
This girl.
Law and Order. I'm not. Don't even. Don't do that.
AUSA? What are you talking about?
Y'all watch Law and Order.
So yes, the black man who is the Assistant U.S. Attorney General, he was very clear.
Oh, yes.
That there is more.
Mm-hmm.
Very clear that there are more people.
Yep.
Very clear that there are more charges.
Mm-hmm.
Very clear that we ain't seen nothing yet.
Whew.
What you think?
It's just wild to be a fly on the wall with all of the people that, like you said, gave Cassie a whole lot of flack about it. People don't really understand. I don't think that intimidation doesn't have to involve a weapon. You know,
it did, though.
But it did. It involved several weapons.
AR-15.
Several weapons.
AR-15.
But hey, you know, they don't want us to go after people's guns. You know, you need an assault rifle because you live in a dangerous area. Because, you know, that's what they tried to say when they were trying to say that he should be released on bond. Because they were saying, well, he has all these guns. And so their counter argument was, well, no, that's from his security. He has no control over like where the guns are and how they're kept. That's from his security team because of where he lives in LA or in Miami, that they need to be out there like that. So I didn't know you needed an AR-15 to be walking around Miami. Mm-hmm. Yes, Yes, ma'am.
I've never been a fan. I told you. Yeah. Ever since the cheesecake on the making of the band situation, I was like, something ain't right with him. I guess I just keep trying to process a few things. One, okay. I am really I'm looking forward is probably not the right way to frame it, but I am highly interested in the other people that were attendees of these free calls. Because I think what people keep thinking is people keep being like, nobody can have that much sex. Oh my God. He was not the main one and the only one who was being serviced.
Correct.
So there were other people, hey, let's have a freak off. My friends are in town.
Correct.
And let's have a freak off. So he's arranging this for people that are coming to his parties. And as Cat Williams said, you got to tell him no.
He don't know that word. And that's the problem.
That's the goddamn problem.
That's the problem. Because it all goes back to, he honestly thought that he was going to get away with it.
Absolutely.
Because I always go back to the beginning. Only you and Cassie know what happened with you and Cassie. But if you know what you did, and she's threatening to tell people, and you know that there's proof of it, just pay the girl. Like, if that's the case. But you came out and were like, no, I can't believe this. Why would she say this? Blah, 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 blah. And then you had to walk all that back, right? But you did that in the first place because you thought you could get away with it, which lets you know that guest list is very impressive because he thought that's who was going to get him out.
Mm-hmm.
But he should realize that everybody has a lie. And you, sir, were not that thoroughly entrenched in the organization to be safe.
Well, they was talking about today, Mel was talking about how, remember when they did the seizing, when they raided the houses, that they had took in his personal drug boy.
Oh, yeah.
And he was supposedly the one who always had the drugs on him, like always the things or whatever, young white boy, whatever. And a lot of people are like, the white boy probably was like,
let me tell you everything.
Because they don't really want him.
No.
Right? They want
not.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would be singing like this. I would be singing like a songbird.
I like to know my options. So it would depend. It's like, okay, how much, like what are the options here? Like if I don't say anything, do I get paid? Like, and how much do I get paid?
Who you expecting to pay you?
Diddy. And then
ain't nothing to pay you.
Well, back then it would have been.
Well, true, but also can I interject this though into you about getting paid, because they specifically said in the indictment about if he tries to move money, move assets, put it in somebody else's name, put it in a different country, shift it, ownership, try to make it messy in another city. Try it if you want to.
Right. Fuck around and find out.
We're letting you know now. Try that if you want to, and then it's gonna be a situation.
Yeah. But I don't know. I would have at least got the answers to the questions. Like, can my silence be bought? I don't know. What's the number? What's the magic number? And then, is there jail time involved? I can't go to jail. I don't think I can go to jail. I feel like I would have to like find a way to be in solitary confinement because that's the only way you're safe. Like, but then you might have to hit somebody. I don't know. And I've never hit anybody, so I don't know how that works.
You definitely gonna have to hit somebody.
Oh, see?
That is mandatory in the jailhouse.
Oh, see, yeah, I can't go to jail.
And you're gonna have to get hit.
Yeah,
in one way or another.
Oh no. See, I can't do that.
So what I'm wondering is like, because there were a lot of people that were involved in this operation, right?
Yes.
Of the assistants, the catering staff, because they were talking about how, for instance, and I know a lot of this had to do with Cassie, like if there was an attack, she had to go away to heal. So then there had to be a medical team. There had to be security for that. Like this was a highly organized operation. Right. And I wonder how people find themselves so deeply entrenched in an operation like that.
Easy, I think. Because, I mean, once you get into that lifestyle, if that's what you know, if that's what you've been using, if that's how you support your family, like, I'm sure they were rationalizing however they wanted to. She's grown. She wants to be there. She could leave. But, like, you could leave. You know what I mean? Like, there was just so many ways that his influence and his power kept people hostage. Yeah. And probably the money, the lifestyle, the access made people do things they wouldn't normally do without that stuff present. But I don't know how that changes. You know, if that's your livelihood and your boss is like, you need to go do that.
And that's what they were saying is the part of the manipulation is the financial manipulation.
Yeah.
Because you're dependent on this person for your livelihood.
Correct.
So they ensure that you are always going to be dependent on them for your livelihood.
And on top of that, they have an AR-15.
And they have an AR-15, and I know where your family lives, and you've already unalived several people that I've seen happen, whatever. Because, you know, I don't know if you know about this. Did you know about Keefe D?
Yes, that's the dude who went down for somebody.
For Tupac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keefe D. Oh, I think we probably talked about it
Yeah.
on the other show. Keefe D said Diddy was the one who orchestrated that. And people act like that man never said that.
Never said it.
He said it like very clearly.
Yeah.
Gave interviews, all of that. And people act like he never said it.
Right.
But I'm certain it was known up in that house. Like, I will get rid of you. I can't imagine. And I wonder what this witness list is gonna look like. And because they said it's a federal case, it's not gonna be televised.
Right. So we won't see it.
But I'm sure whatever, I believe only press is allowed inside, and you have to have a press pass and all of that to be able to watch. But I know I'll be watching. I'm not a lawyer, but because she be breaking it down. You hear me? She be breaking it down. So I'll be watching her. But this is really gonna be something to see. I know not anybody that watches this channel, but some people owe Cassie major apologies.
Yeah.
Like, this is not. Kevin on stage was talking this morning, and he was like, "I'm gonna say it." He said, "If I don't say it once, I'm gonna say it again." He was like, "I always stand on the side of Black women, and if I'm wrong, then I was wrong for standing on the side of Black women.
Right.
But I'm not about to not believe a Black woman." He's like, "I'm gonna believe this Black woman." So people would tell him that he was pandering, like, you pandering to Black women and blah 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 and all of that. And it's like, it's wild, because
that should be the default.
It shouldn't
be pandering to say, "I believe your experience. I believe that you're not going to get up here and just lie for clout, for money." Like,
and especially not that. And that's the thing of, like, revealing a trauma or revealing a deeply impactful, traumatic experience, a horrifying. Who the fuck does that for fun?
No.
For shits and gigs?
For gigs. No, not at all. Think about all the stuff that you have going on in your life that you'd be like, "I'm not getting on the internet and telling nobody that." Now add violence and abuse and judgment from the world on top of that. Like, nobody signs up for that.
It's wild. It's really wild. So, bye. Like, I don't have nothing. I don't have no well wishes to give. I don't have nothing. Bye.
I just don't understand. Was it 10,000 vials of lube?
1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But again, it's not just for him.
No, I know.
You know, it's to supply these freak-offs that are lasting for days.
Days.
While the people, the women, are having to be in drug-induced states to participate. Like,
for this entire time.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure it was safe. He got to hear about, girl, I can't imagine the holidays coming up. His calendar was booked. He was booked.
It's going to be very interesting to see. Because, I mean, people already were separating themselves, you know, and he was separating himself in certain ways from certain businesses. But just now that it's like he is arraigned, he is detained, to see like how far people go to be like, "Oh, I was not there for that. That was not the kind of party I was at."
Because even, what's that girl name that he was dating? Is that the Carisha girl?
Mm-hmm.
The girl who friends with Saucy Santana? Mm-hmm. She did a show. She got a podcast.
Yes.
And she did a episode. And she talked about how, well, that wasn't my experience. You know, that just wasn't my experience.
I didn't know nothing about
and it's
that.
Like, let me tell you, I put a post on my Facebook the other day, and it was an acronym. But the acronym stood for, I don't fuck with people who fuck with people that I don't fuck with. That part. I don't do it. Because if you can do that to them,
right,
something ain't right.
right,
Something ain't right. You know what I mean? So even if, and I feel like people try to like guilt you into, well, that wasn't my experience and that didn't happen to me and everybody's redeemable and all that kind of stuff. And that's cool and that's great. And also, I don't need to learn the hard way. I don't need to experience you harming me in order for you to prove that you're a good person. How about you prove a good person by not harming people? How about that?
That's always good.
How about that? So there's not a day that is somebody that I fuck with that I'm about to be cool with people who don't fuck with people that I fuck with. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So it's interesting for her as a woman to be able to be like, I ain't know nothing about, I don't know nothing about that. And then to just be like, whatever about, like moving on.
Right.
That wasn't
because I get that it wasn't your experience. And I hope it wasn't. You know, I hope that there were lots of women that he dated that did not have those experiences that Cassie did, that Kim Porter did, like that other woman he's allegedly abused did. But then where's the humanity, empathy, whatever to those other women?
Right.
Of like, you know, no, that wasn't my experience, but I stand with those women.
Right.
You know, in light of these recent events or whatever that looks like. But again, it's the power, it's the influence, it's the lifestyle you have to keep up with, and the people that are depending on you to do those things that make you say, well, I want to hedge my bets. You know, I can't go all the way in, you know, in my base, and he gave me this. You know,
he did so much for me and for my career.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can forever be indebted. I don't want to sit in a position of being like, I would do this, I would do that, like type of thing. But what I do know about myself is historically, I'm not finna sit here while something popping off and just be like, this is
it's fine.
Doing.
Right.
Like I ain't finna, that ain't what's finna happen with me. And I feel like my life really demonstrates that.
Yeah.
But also I understand feeling stuck and trying to figure out how to get out of it. So I'm just very interested in what it's going to look like once he's arraigned and all of that, because I know he's still got people on the outside who is still trying to keep the operation together, right? So I wonder at what point more people are going to really be able to come forward and say, this is what happened. I know because I helped, because I had did that. Yeah. And also, thank you for freeing me. Right. Because I also been trying to get the hell up out of there, you know? Yeah. So Bianca said, how about being a good human? How about that?
It's super easy. You have to actively try to hurt people.
But do you? I be wondering
I feel like you have to.
I feel like I do.
Right.
But I don't know if that is the default where people are actively trying to hurt people. I wonder if it takes so much more energy to actively try not to hurt people, and that is why people choose not to do it.
That it takes more energy to not hurt people?
Yeah, like your default would be to hurt people. So in order to not hurt people, I have to actively think about how to be a better person, actively think about how to show up differently.
I guess because I look at it like, to hurt somebody, like to truly hurt someone, like you have to know their triggers. Like you have to know what's going to be that pain point for that person. And then you would have to intentionally do something to press that button. Like,
so you're talking about those who choose to cause intentional harm?
Yeah. Like if you're out to hurt people, like I feel like you have to choose that. Like there are certain things that, I didn't I didn't realize telling you, I don't know, I don't like that lipstick color or whatever was gonna like completely demoralize you.
That was unintentional.
It was
the impact was still harm.
Still harm because depending on how you frame it, people are going to be like, well, damn, that hurt, like, whatever. But when people are out to hurt people, like, it just feels like it is intentional. Like, what would have been his other outcome? What would have been the thought process of these other people involved other than pain? It's like when I look at, the football player who was just like, molesting the people who were massaging him. I can't think of his name right now. Sorry, y'all. Like, it's just a power play. Because you have these men, these people, because it's not just men, these people have the access, the privilege, whatever, to have all the willing participants they could ever dream of. Like, literally just be like, yo, come to Diddy's house. Right. He's going to have a freak off. Yeah. You know how long your line would be around the corner? Like, but they don't want that. They want to break you down. They want to demoralize you. They want to make you dependent upon them because it's about the power of it all. Because it's not about sex, and sex is often about power. So, but when you abuse it. So it wasn't just, oh, I was having a really good party and everybody just really liked doing drugs and they wanted to be up for 3 days. Right. And
you had to plan.
To be there. Like, it was planned. Yeah. And you knew the only way they were going to get through this trauma was to offer them these narcotics or whatever so that they could zone out.
Not even offer, force it.
I was trying to be nice. Well, let's call it a thing. Force it on them in order to have them perform these acts and do this for the entire time. So his friends, whoever, I'm not gonna say friends, whatever, could get what they were there for, to get their freak on.
Jesus. It's a lot. So if y'all are wanting to see the documents and all that kind of stuff, I recommend going over to, I'm not a lawyer, but she breaks it down really well. But I know it's all over the news and I know it's everywhere. Yes. So it's going to be real interesting. So transition over into what's happening with Samyra and Tacarra. Now, y'all might not know, I don't know if people know or not, right? Because also today we was looking at our analytics and we found the demographics of the people who watch us were actually much younger than we thought it would be. I really think it's because we look so youthful.
Clearly.
And we're so relatable. So, you know, the people come over. It makes perfect sense. I mean, if I were you, I would be watching me too. I would. You know? I'd watch me. But Samyra is a 26-year-old musician and a Harvard graduate, as well as a plus-size advocate. Yes. So she says, I believe she says she wears like a 3X or like a 26, I want to say is her size. Gotcha. So Samyra, she has a song, y'all might have heard it over on the TikToks. But it go like, big back bitch, get to the back. I say, big back bitch, you want the snack of this big back bitch, you something else to put big back bitch clothes on the rack. On the rack around it. Ooh, there's a girl over it. Hey, did that say it? Ooh. So anyway, her song is about, I really like it. Because it's got a house beat.
Yeah. Love it.
I think she's from New Orleans. Y'all can tell us in the comments if that's real or if I made that up. But anyway, so her whole platform is to go into stores that are saying that they are inclusive to find where the plus size items are. Got it. Okay. So she's been Macy's, Old Navy, Aeropostale, Forever 21, probably H&M, with just stores that say that they have campaigns where they have been like, we have clothes for plus size people. And often what she finds, more often than not, is that one, there are no plus size clothes. Right. Or the plus size clothes are like in the bag, round the corner in a closet somewhere in a dark alley. Right. Or the clothes are so matronly and just not flattering. Who is wearing this? Like, what is happening, right? Or the clothes is labeled that plus size is here, but they actually over there. Right. It's just like, it's not, plus size clothing is not given the same type of attention that straight sizing is what they call it gets, right? Right. All right. That's Samyra. All right. So that is the advocacy work that she is doing, holding brands accountable for what they are saying and how they are treating people who live in larger bodies. Right. Taccarra
Mm-hmm.
is from America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
First season?
It might have been first.
It was early on.
Because it was revolutionary because she was a plus size model on this platform and she wasn't even big. But TV big, I guess.
Well, go ahead. So keep telling me because I'm trying to say. Go ahead.
But yes, so that is where she came into her claim to fame. She was unapologetically her. She loved her curves. She took a fierce picture. If you are one of our younger viewers, you probably never saw that episode of America's Next Top Model. But that is where Tacarra came from. And then eventually she branched off into like comedy, into acting. And I think she did a lot of stints on MTV after that. So she's definitely been around and part of breaking into the plus size fashion world.
Mm-hmm. So what I was gonna say was, we both would be what would be considered plus size, right? I used to be a lot bigger than I am now, but especially in modeling. So I don't know if y'all know that I used to be a model. And in modeling, plus size starts at a size 10,
right?
8, 10, right? Which
is crazy.
In the real world, if you will, plus size starts at about a 12, 14 or so, right? So to Taccarra's revolutionary, groundbreaking, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
That she was this plus size model, and such and so. Now and plus size ain't all equal, right? So some got the plus size with the hourglass, which Taccarra definitely had.
The flat stomach,
right.
The curves.
Right.
But then you have like apple shape, pear shape, real bodies, stretch marks, babies. Like, it's not the quote unquote typical just hourglass figure. Like, that's not everybody's size.
So, Samyra and Taccarra was beef. Okay. So Samyra's doing what she does, right? She's going into stores and she's like, where the stuff at, right? Taccarra comes on Samyra's page and makes a comment. Now, Taccarra, let's look it up. Because she, I believe, is older than us. Yeah, she is. Because I definitely was young watching. No, actually, she's 40. Really? So she's younger than us. But she's 40. She was older than us. But she's 40. Okay. So 40-year-old Taccarra goes on to 26-year-old Samyra's page. Right. Samyra, again, is doing what she does. She went to whatever store to talk about whatever they was misrepresented. Right. Taccarra goes on Samyra's page and leaves a comment, and she's like, dang, girl, what you want these stores to do? I mean, basically, you need to just lose weight, and then you won't have to worry about this. What? So then Samyra was like, fat phobic much? So then Taccarra was like, first of all, I'm a fat chunky monkey anyway, so whatever. Like, I said what I said. So then Samyra was like, so you, because phobia is supposed to mean to be afraid, right? So Taccarra doesn't understand that fat phobia also means aversion, right? Too, correct. You see, so she took that piece of the Latin to try to apply that to the situation, okay, to make herself right in this situation. So she doubled down. Wow. It was like, and also you need to go lose weight. Go pick up a weight or something. So Samyra's like, and her followers, of course, are like, this, you mighty fat phobic, right? And then Taccarra, and then she said, and you're supposed to be a comedian and you think you're funny. Oh, why she say that? Because then Taccarra didn't know how to get out her feelings. Because now she been called not funny. So now her followers are fat shaming Samyra. Wow. You need to pick up a weight, because you're fat anyway. Your stomach's spilling over, and you wear too small clothes, and like all of this and that. Oh my God! What you think? What you think? I mean, one, it's extremely disappointing
Because you would think for someone in the community with you to have them come at you about that, then already is a tired trope of, oh, you're fat, you need to lose weight. Like, there are people who are plus size, heavy set, whatever you want to call it, that are healthier than any skinny person you've ever seen. And that is a fact.
Fact.
Okay. I may not be one of them, but I'm just saying. It's still true nonetheless. So to have someone come at you about something that they have it's not your business. It has no impact on you. There's not something that I can change in 5 minutes. So why is it even a topic of discussion? And especially when Samyra's point was holding people accountable for what they said. She wasn't saying every store needs to carry sizes up to size 32, let's just say. She said, hey, you advertise that you serve this clientele, and when I come into your establishment, that is not representative of what I see. That's what she was doing. So why would you come out of left field to attack me personally for standing up and advocating for people based on what these companies have said that they are doing and going to do? And side note, plus size is shrinking. Like, they're slowly taking them out of all of the retailers little bit by little bit, where you're just like, oh, it's available online or whatever. So that's already a thing. It was a big push to be plus size heavy a little bit ago, probably during the pandemic, a little bit before, and now that has fallen out of favor and the pendulum is going back the other way. So you need that. You need people out there to advocate and say, hey, I just want to wear clothes.
Because they steady saying, go to the gym, go work out. In what?
I still need clothes to get there. I still need to
it's like people be feeling like it's a sentence, like because you live in a larger body that you need to go, over to Walmart and have the flower print shirt and the elastic waist jeans.
Right. Because that's it. When we all know, like some of the trendiest people you're ever going to see, because you have to make it work. Because you've had to become creative because it wasn't available to you. So you had to find things that work. And the only way you make those changes is by having these people that are out there advocating for you. When you look at even in the makeup industry, how long it took like Jackie Aina, Naima Tang to go through and say, I cannot be your darkest shade. As I call myself a dark chocolate goddess, and Lord knows I believe it to my soul. However, I am aware that nowhere should I ever be the darkest shade. There are people, millions of ranges of color, that are darker than me, and they deserve to have makeup that matches. And the only way that happened was because influencers and people got out and said, this is not okay. You say you have all these shades, but they're all fair. What about everybody else? So it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. And it's just really disappointing to hear that someone who was supposedly a part of this community and a part of making it mainstream to say, hey, there are plus size people that are living out here, and we would like to have clothes that look good on us too, then turn around and just demean someone and be like, well, you need to pick up a weight. And if that's all you got and you're a comedian, that's lazy.
Come on.
Like, that's lazy. Of all the things. Like, you might be able to say, I don't have no edges. You might be able to like pull anything you can't see. You wear glasses. Like, but fat is on the table every day. That's easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You could have worked.
But you
I thought you did this.
Yeah.
I thought you did this.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I'm disgusted with Taccarra. I really am. And I'm even more so disgusted because she's 40 goddamn years old.
You know what I'm saying? Your metabolism done slowed down. You can't talk about nobody.
I want to talk to the aunties. Okay. If you are, I'm going to just say 35 and up, so my 34-year-olds could feel good about yourself and you still be the big sister. But if you're 35 and up, this is what I want you to understand. The world as we knew it is different. Mm-hmm. And we lived in a time where we experienced so much oppression and so much controlling and so much misogyny and so much discrimination and bias and all of that. The young people that are coming up today have found their voices, and they are using their voices. And if you don't like it, you can keep fucking scrolling.
Right. Turn it off. Because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see these people advocating for themselves, to say, hey, you know what? That does not work for me. That doesn't work for me in the workplace. That doesn't work for me in this family dynamic. It doesn't work for me in my relationship. They are not taking it laying down. And that is something to be, it's something to be marveled, because we weren't always able to do that. And it wasn't a safe space created for it. And now that we do have that and we can hear those voices, you should be honoring that. Now, if it's an opinion that, like Kim said, that you don't agree with, that doesn't align with your spirit, keep scrolling. It's not going to do you anything, then fine. Don't buy the little, I don't know, jean skirt that comes in a size 28. That fine, don't do it. Like, knock yourself out. But for the girl who is comfortable and confident and wants to wear it, or person, like, by all means, rock out, home skillet. Shit.
It's wild to me. So I just want us to stop doing that. I want us to stop using our ignorance to police people that are actually doing things that are making the world better for more people.
Yep.
It's giving ignorance, and it's giving unwillingness to actually deprogram yourself and become a better human, as Bianca said earlier. You know, we got to cut it out. We got to cut it out. So yeah, I don't know. Taccarra might have put a whole nother video up, child, while we're sitting here, because she can't let it go. And then she's still sitting up there talking about Samyra. Samyra ain't said nothing else about that lady. She just, every time Taccarra say something, she posts a video showing this is what she's saying now.
Right.
Samyra ain't said another thing. It reminds me of the school board member that did, like, you got this. Hey, this is the next lesson. So you got to know when to shut up. Sometimes it's best to hush, because there is always a possibility that we can learn more about a situation and how something we have done has impacted somebody, even if that wasn't our intention. Because Taccarra kept saying, I put a heart. Everybody knows that a heart means that you're laughing or you're joking, and I'm just from New York, so that's all it is. But she came on the first line where she said, damn girl, what you wanted to do was in all caps.
Right. So you scream.
Everybody knows that all caps means that you hollering at me. And who the fuck is you talking to?
Who you talking to?
So I want us to do better. Because that ain't had to be all that. They ain't had to be doing all that all over these here.
At all.
But they did.
They did.
Yeah, no. And I had said at first, I was like, well, both of y'all wrong. Then I was like, actually, no. Taccarra, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You wrong.
You were in the wrong.
You wrong. You should have hushed. And that would have been that. You know?
Nobody would have said
so, yeah. But we did want to give some shout outs and acknowledgments before we get out of here to some of the greats that have gone on to glory.
Won't he do it?
So,
our cousin Tito.
I broke the news to you, and I thought you had already knew, and I had said it, so awfully. Like, yeah, when you know, Tito checked on out of here this morning, and she was like, oh, my.
I'm like, what? Cousin Tito?
Yeah. Girl, he went on the glory.
I didn't even know. Was he sick?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I feel like they're not that old.
He's 70.
Really?
Yeah.
That's some stuff.
Yeah, he's 70.
Oh, I guess.
It was about time. Not
about
time.
Because I feel like I know some like 75-year-olds.
Yeah, for sure.
Are like nowhere near. Friggin' Jimmy Carter. Do you know he is like 99?
He's still with us?
Yes.
Oh, because I know he's gonna be out here pretty soon.
I think he's like 2 weeks away from being 100. So,
no way.
Yeah. I think. But yeah.
I know that he's but I didn't know that he was still here. I actually thought he had, but I guess I would have seen it on the news and stuff. It says that Tito had a heart attack.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What he was doing?
While driving to Oklahoma from New Mexico.
Why was he doing that?
The statement did not specify that.
I mean, I'm just saying, these are the questions. These are the things that people want to know.
This is the statement.
Oh my God.
The statement did not specify. But yeah, so he went on the glory this morning.
R.I.P.
Or yesterday? No, 2 days. On the 15th?
Oh, he been gone.
2 days ago.
I missed that.
All right.
I don't know what I've been doing.
And then James Earl Jones.
Mufasa.
Not
Say it again.
I forgot that was your favorite line. I forgot that was your favorite line.
The Lion King. That is hands down one of my favorite movies. Like for real in life. Like ridiculous. Love them.
I forgot that was one of your favorite lines. Yeah. So James Earl Jones, he was 93.
Which is crazy because I know I did. I was like, oh my God, already? And then I realized he was 93 and I'm like, okay, I guess we can let him lay down. Like, you done a lot, sir.
Yeah.
You put in the good work.
You know, he had a stutter.
I did not.
He had a stutter that he overcame.
Look out.
To be James
Earl
Jones.
To be the voice.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
What? I mean, wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, it was sad to hear when he passed. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then
Uncle Frankie. That went on the glory.
Child. Nobody was ready. Now we are some New Orleans girls. And you would not, there are many people who thought Frankie Beverly was from New Orleans the way we stand
Absolutely.
for Frankie Beverly.
Absolutely.
He is not. It just so happens that his most amazing live album ever was recorded in New Orleans. I think right before I was born.
It was in the 70s.
It was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Was recorded in New Orleans. And like ever since then, just you couldn't go nowhere. If there was a big concert, a big festival, there was gonna be
Frankie Beverly and Maze Baby with a white linen.
And everybody was wearing white.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That was just what it was gonna be. And when I tell you New Orleans showed out for this man on Monday, it was a sight.
So I saw the pictures that it was a cutout, like a cardboard cutout in a casket,
A cardboard cutout, like life size of Frankie Beverly, laid out in this like clear acrylic casket that they like paraded
through the city. And it was the second line.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know it was the second line. It was great. It was all of it. Happy feelings on repeat. Like,
oh boy,
it was beautiful. Like warmed my soul. And I'm not a second line girl though. But
do you know how to
music,
second line?
Do I know how?
Yeah.
You just feel it. Like there's no wrong way.
You know how some people be second line and like.
I'm not like that. I'm not like second line shorty or like Scooby or none of that.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, I can hold my own. I do a little two-step. I'm gonna get down the street. Nah, don't play. Don't do me.
Do y'all even know what second lines are? Y'all are probably like, what is a second line? A second line is a parade. I be trying to make it.
Well, so I give them like the real version. So in the funeral, you have, so it's normally after a funeral procession, right? So you have the family.
Historically. I was about to say, normally historically.
Okay. It started as a part of the funeral procession. And so the first line was the family. And then the second line was like the friends and family and everybody else that was there to kind of like celebrate the life and bring like the revelry up for this person's life and not just focusing on they're no longer with us. And so you have the first march that they play those slow songs, you know, all the
it's real slow.
Very slow. And then they turn it up afterwards, and then you get your buck jump on, and you really celebrate life and just dance through movement and feel it. And if you've never seen it, it's a sight to behold. But to see everybody dressed in white out in the streets, just covering it and knowing that it was just genuine. Like, it was just really genuine.
Was it in Tremaine?
It was down right on Claiborne by the Circle. It went far though, because it started up by, don't make me lie, I forget what street.
Downtown.
Child.
Oh, girl.
Look, I wasn't there. I was here.
But I thought you had the intel.
I mean, I just saw the video. It was on Claiborne when I saw it.
Okay, but Claiborne where?
Claiborne by a Circle store.
By the Circle store.
Yeah.
I heard you say Circle, but I was thinking Lee Circle.
Oh, girl.
So by the Circle store.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes.
So yeah, that's over there kind of close
Kind of
to
true.
Sixth Ward.
Sixth
Ward.
Ward and such.
Ward. Okay.
Girl,
Gotcha. Yeah, if y'all ain't never seen the second line, go on to TikTok or go on to YouTube and search second line. I was about to say, I feel like it's a special called Buck Jump, but I don't know what it's playing on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I feel like it is.
I would absolutely watch that.
Because what I remember seeing it is in the one that Steve, what's the man's name? It's not Steve. Spike Lee.
I had no idea where you were going after Steve. So
when the levee broke,
definitely was not what I thought you was about to say.
When the levee broke,
my God.
there was a scene, I believe, in When the Levee Broke of explaining second line.
Second
I
line.
believe.
Okay, I believe you are correct.
But Bus Jumping is a movie that came out in 2018.
Oh.
And where can we watch it? Watch it on, looks like Prime for $9.99. Oh, Lord. It's a documentary, though, about buck jumping in New Orleans and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to have to find a free...
We need 2 Patreons. We need 2 people to sign up for Patreon today so we can watch
So we can watch it and then tell y'all about it. But this is the thing. So we finna get out of here. But look, we really need y'all to come to the Patreon because we are beefing up the content. Let me tell y'all, Content Colada is over here. Getting it in. You know what I'm saying? But even like today when we were setting up for this, because it's the proof and evidence that we actually did put a lot of work into the sounds and the things today. But what happened is before we did this, we had also did a commercial for our new segment / show called Asking Auntie. And the mic was working for that perfectly. But then it has died. So then we wound up here doing this. So
we appreciate y'all.
Don't we? Because y'all getting in on the ground floor.
You know.
You see, as we are getting this together. But this is what it's like to be an auntie. I told Summer today, I said, Summer, I don't know how to do thumbnails. She said,
I got you, girl.
I said, what's that supposed to mean?
She's like, I figured you would.
Summer is one of our interns. So she's 18, 19. And she's like, yeah, auntie.
That tracks.
I got you. So listen, we need help. We try to bring y'all the conversations. We try to talk about the stuff because we got good things to say.
Yes.
But also, we aunties, y'all, and we need help. All right. So y'all spread the word.
Yes.
Tell the people to come hang out. It's a good time. I know y'all chuckling behind your computers. I know y'all put us some laugh emojis in the comments right now.
You laughed one time. Put a laughing emoji. I know you did. Screen ought to be lighting up.
Making it. So But yeah, we need y'all to join the Patreon. We are humbly asking for you to join the Patreon, and be a part of this community with us as we are getting into content creation and being serious about it and what it looks like, sounds like, and all of that. Mm-hmm. If you are not already, please subscribe to the page. Then send it to 5 people and just tell them to subscribe and tell them don't worry about nothing, just subscribe. Right? Like that's the first milestone. Then after that is watch hours. Okay, so what y'all can also let it play. Just let it play. Okay, because we try to run this up so we can do this, y'all. Cause
do this.
Our teams is tired.
You know, we don't want to do this fun.
We want to be able to sit here and laugh and kiki and make all this good content and frolic around Colombia and Bali and everywhere else. But we trying to get retired. You understand? So $5 a month. That's it. That's all we ask. All right, and you get to support two beautiful, beautiful chocolate goddesses.
Hey now.
Okay. I mean, who gets to say that they get to do that with only $5 a month? Like, it sounds like a deal to me.
I think it is. I mean, we might have to go up.
We might need to.
So you might want to get in now while it's just $5.
5 for 2 for both of us?
Child.
So on that note, okay, we finna sign on off of here.
Yes. We
appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. This is the bonus. We also have an actual show on Sunday, and by then we gonna have to figure the sound out.
The sound will be fine.
Once more.
You know, hey, I have to be on Monday when the new mics.
You never know. Okay, we're getting it together, but this is what the aunties do. All right. So again, Minding My Black Ass Business, all platforms. Tell the people where they can find you so I can end the show.
Kawana Bear on Instagram, KAWANABEAR. I'm also here at the house as usual. And never forget Cash App, $KALONDA. Yay! I also have a playlist on Minding My Black Ass Business called Content Kalonda. So you can find me there, and all of my little videos I have started to post again on the socials.
All right, is that it?
That is it.
All right, bye y'all.